Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Lasting Exteriors.
Good afternoon, baseball fans. A hearty welcome back to Wisconsin Rapids. It is Game 7 of the AAA American Legion State Tournament. Game 3 of the today, as we have your Asher Exteriors pregame show. Call Asher's for your free, no-obligation estimate at 888-GO-ASHER or visit goasher.com. So get off the ladder, get gutter helmet with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Trust the experts on your most valuable asset, your home. So give them a call today at 888-GO-ASHER. Our lineups being exchanged with our umpiring crew as we get set for what could be a massive matchup here on Zaleski Sports. It is Eau Claire and De Pere, the first of our winner's bracket games here in this double elimination tournament of the week. We've already, unfortunately, had to say goodbye to Manitowoc and to Oshkosh. Middleton and Marshfield keeping their dreams alive. They'll play tomorrow. The winner of this game will be taking on Middleton at 1 o'clock, will be the loser of this game will take on Middleton at 1 o'clock. The winner will be playing at 7 against the winner of the Milwaukee-Wisconsin Rapids game. That'll start at 7 o'clock tonight. So as we get set for this one again, it's going to be a phenomenal game. The pitching matchup, Landon Rago will get the start for De Pere. They're in the blue jerseys, white pants, white caps. Tyler Webb gets the start for Eau Claire. Eau Claire in the red jerseys. They'll be on the first base side. De Pere on the third base side. My name is Mike Wendland. Glad to be with you guys. Cal Jacoby on production. Steve Mays on the direction. Katie Lecton, Olivia Zimmerman on the cameras down on the field as we wrap things up here. And this, again, has been your Asher's Exteriors pregame show. Again, call Asher's for your free no-obligation estimate, 888-GO-ASHER, or visit goasher.com. That's goasher.com. So get off the ladder, get gutter helmet with Asher Lasting Exteriors. Trust the experts on your most valuable asset, your home. Give them a call today, 888-GO-ASHER. And now we'll get set for our starting lineups. We will start with the visiting team. That is De Pere, as they get set for this one. So we will turn things over. We'll get our lineups on the screen, starting with De Pere, and we'll have all of our announcements right here, right now.
Everything you've always wanted in a beer and less. By Metropolitan Life, your complete health, home, auto, life, and of course, your retirement company. Metropolitan really stands by you. And by Ford and your local Ford dealer, who invite you to test drive the 2024 Ford cars and trucks. Have you driven a Ford lately? Something's in the air. Watch for it this fall right here on Zaleski Sports. Here now are your starting lineups for today's game. For the visiting De Pere Panthers, leading off and doing the DHing, number 11, Drew Vanos. Batting second and playing shortstop, number 7, Javin Gauthier. Batting third and playing center field, number 9, Easton Arndt. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 19, Milo Upton. Batting fifth and playing right field, number 3, Jason Lehman. Batting sixth and doing the catching, number 16, Cutter Polfus. Batting seventh and playing left field, number 15, Charlie Van Rens. Batting eighth and playing third base, number 14, Zach Watruba. And batting ninth and playing second base, number 5, Devin Weber. And doing the pitching, for the Panthers is Landon Rago. The Panthers are coached by Dan Lucas and David Lassay. And now for the home team, the Eau Claire Pizza Hut, post 53. Leading off and playing center field, number 2, Grant Lockett. Batting second and playing second base, number 5, Logan Hesselman. Batting third and playing third base, number 8, Leo Lauscher. Batting fourth and playing first base, number 19, Sawyer Stein. Batting fifth and playing left field, number 18, Kellen Smith. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 6, Trent Cornell. Batting seventh and doing the DHing, number 34, Tommy Perkins. Batting eighth and doing the catching, number 7, Carter Veith. And batting ninth and doing the pitching, number 21, Tyler Webb. Eau Claire post 53 are coached by Mark Faunus, assisted by Doug Flater, Dave Johnson, Jeff Dykes, and Gene Iverson.
Another name out there, Elliott Height is their 9-hitter in left field.
First base will be Eric Brost. At second base will be Derek Freeman. At third base will be Bruce Schaff. And calling the balls and strikes will be Darren Olson. There's no national anthem.
So as we get set for this one, so let's play ball here on Zaleski Sports. As you look at Eau Claire, again in the red jerseys, number 21, the very forefront of your screen, Tyler Webb. That is your starting pitcher for Eau Claire as they take the field here in Wisconsin Rapids. Dimensions here at the Quadplex, 325 down the lines, 380 dead centers, 365 into the power alleys as we are ever so close to first pitch. The defense behind Tyler Webb will be as follows. Your outfield from left to right, Elliott Height, Grant Locken, and Kellen Smith. Over at the hot corner of the infield, Leo Lauscher, who had a big homer last night. Up the middle, it will be Hesselman at second and Cornell at short. Sawyerstein picks it over at first, and doing the catching, Carter Veith for right-hander Tyler Webb. Webb, one of the aces of this staff, coming off a spring state championship for Oliva Strum. Throws with exceptional movement on most of his pitches as he will face a tough De Pere lineup, another team filled with spring state champions and head coach Dan Lucas. It'll be Drew Van Oss, Jalen Gothier, and Easton Arndt. Javin Gothier. And then Easton Arndt in center field, 1, 2, and 3. Just past 4 o'clock. It's been a warm, humid day, but we're glad to be here every pitch of every game here at the state tournament. When all is said and done, combining regionals and state in a 10-day stretch, we will cover at minimum 25 games and a maximum of 26 here on Zaleski Sports. Current temperature, 90 degrees on the dot. Heat index up to 96. And it sure feels like that on the turf. Got a couple warm-up tosses in as we do that. Might as well that Arms of Angels Transportation specializes in transportation for at-risk and handicapped kids throughout the Fox cities. Arms of Angels will help with wheelchair transportation to the doctors, social events, and relocation. For door-to-door service, contact Arms of Angels Transportation at 920-370-7599. Again, 920-370-7599. Here's Drew Van Oss, the DH, to lead things off. Came into the tournament at 329 with 14 driven in, right-handed hitter. And the first pitch at 4:02 from Webb is up for ball one. Webb works out of the windup, sets up first base side. That one just missing, and it's 2-0. Slow chopper to short. Cornell charges one motion, throw in time, one up and one down. Couple of hops and a nice transition from glove to hand for Cornell. So one out now for Jevin Gothier, hitting .278, a team or second on the team with 3 homers, 16 RBIs. As a team, De Pere with 11 home runs among their 34 games, 28-6 now. Is De Pere. Eau Claire 17-6 or 17-7 on the summer, and he'll swing away and foul the first one toward the first base dugout, and that's strike one. The 0-1 is in, and it's 0-2. The 0-2. High and away, ball and 2 strikes. Webb working out of the windup. That sounded almost like he hit it twice, but he fouls it to the right field side. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on and missed. First strikeout for Tyler Webb. And that's out number 2 here in the top half of inning number 1. Story as well from our friends at Herrick and Hart Law Office. They've been on the side of the injured since 1951. Find them at eauclairlaw.com. That is eauclairlaw.com. 2 down now for Easton Arndt, to the center fielder. Arndt comes in at .383, 24 RBIs as he takes a strike. A couple of homers as well. A team high 7 triples for Arndt. He was the winning pitcher in yesterday's tournament opener. He's quickly behind 0-2. He reaches out to give Milo Upton a chance. The 0-2 from Webb. That's going to be swung on and golfed in the right. That's going to bounce in front for a base hit. Smith will play it in, and it's a 2-out single for Easton Arndt. So Arndt aboard with his speed and 17 stolen bases. 85 coming into the tournament for De Pere, and here comes the big first baseman, Milo Upton. Upton homered off the top of the fence the opening day of the tournament yesterday, opening game. Upton hitting .300 on the dot, team high 30 RBIs. Big power swinging corner infielder. He's at first base tonight with Landon Rago on the mound. So Webb's first time out of the stretch today. Arndt not a huge lead, and a top of the zone slider is in for a called strike, and it's 0-1 on Upton. And De Pere on the third base dugout. First base dugout belongs to Eau Claire. Another breaking ball again, top of the zone. It's quickly 0-2 on Upton. Seems like there's a quick game plan early on the big first baseman. Breaking balls up. Don't let him get his hands extended. Looks like Veith motions outside. He'll set up outside. Runner goes. It's a ball throw to seconds in time. And they got him at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. It'll be 2-4 on the caught stealing of Arndt, and the inning is over. De Pere gets no runs on a hit, and they leave nobody. We have played 1/2 inning here on Zaleski Sports. De Pere 0 and Eau Claire coming up on the AAA American Legion State Tournament.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me! Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Plenty of fans sitting in the stands here, trying to keep themselves cool. Looks like a neck fan on that one fan sitting up there. Again, a warm but beautiful day, 90 degrees. As left-hander Landon Rago gets loose, you see the big fella getting ready again to pitch in the state championship game back in the spring. He's been dominant this summer so far, making his sixth start. He's 5-0. 32 innings pitched, just 17 hits allowed, 49 strikeouts. An ERA of 0.88. He'll face the top of the order. It'll be Lock-In, Hesselman, and Lauscher for Eau Claire against Landon Rago. As he reminds old from Bruce Orthodontics, providing comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They're now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accepting most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Call their Marshfield office to set up a free consultation today as the first pitch hits the inside corner, strike one. Rago will work out of the windup. Shakes off his catcher a few times and now ready to go. Breaking ball that time and a sharp curveball, foul tipped into the mitt, and it's 0-2. We'll give you the defense for DePere following this pitch. That's a little pop up to first. The call and the catch is made on a leaping grab by Upton for out number one. DePere's defense will line up as follows. Your outfield from left to right: Charlie Van Rens, Easton Arndt, and Jason Lehman. Over at third base, it'll be Zach Watruba. Up the middle, it'll be Gothier and Devin Weber. At first base, Milo Upton, and doing the catching is Carter Polfus. For DePere, here's Logan Hesselman. Left on left matchup, that one down and in, ball one for the Eau Claire second baseman. The 1-0. Let's get a reset here. And everyone, players, fans involved, trying to keep themselves cool. There's a swing and a miss. Of course, we still got another game yet after this one. And we're here all day, every day for this tournament. We're crowning a state champion. See who's going to national regionals. The 1-1. Swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. Of course, stay tuned, 7 o'clock. It'll be the host team, the Rangers of Wisconsin Rapids, taking on the Pipemen of Milwaukee. Steve Maves will be on the call for that one. That one bouncing in the dirt, trying to change speeds. 2-2 now on Hesselman. So here's Rago, and there's a pop-up foul territory, third base side, long run. No one's going to get there, and it'll get out of play. So head back to their spots at short and third. And that's Gothier and Watruba. Strike three called. As he hits the corner. There's the first strikeout of the day for Landon Rago, and number 50 on the summer. So 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Leo Lauscher, the third baseman. Big, powerful hitter. Homered yesterday, dead center. And then win over Marshfield. A tight game, 3 one-run games yesterday. A couple tight games as well today so far. This one we're expecting more of the same as the first one to Lauscher bounces in for ball 1. Rego sets up more third base side of the pitching rubber. Kind of a crossfire left-handed delivery as Lauscher late on that one, fouls it down the first base side. Ball and a strike. Don't forget Wolfborn friends at Castle Insurance, based in Eau Claire, your local independent insurance provider. For all your insurance needs, you can depend on Castle Insurance. The 1-1. High, 2-1. Lauscher winds, steps back into the box. Wide stance. That's one on the inside corner, 2-2. The 2-2. High chopper to short. Gothier, low throw, and it is picked out there by Upton. Nice play by Milo Upton. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Landon Rego. We have played one complete. We've got no scores. You're watching Game 7 and day number 2 of the AAA American Legion State Tournament from Wisconsin Rapids on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
they, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed. It's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
Top half of inning number 2 here on Zaleski Sports. Final warm-up complete for Tyler Webb as we get set for 4, 5, and 6 for it appear. Milo Upton will get a fresh count to face Webb after he was on the base. He was at the plate when Easton Arndt was thrown out to end the first. So Upton, who was down 0-2, will get a fresh count. He'll step in, slightly open stance. So we wrap up July today with one more game after this one again. And a beautiful front door breaking ball, strike one called from Webb. Get winner of this game plays at 7 o'clock tomorrow night against the winner of our next game, Rapids and Milwaukee, as it's 1-1. The loser of this game will turn around, play at 1 o'clock. The first game of the day, and an elimination game against the Middleton Cardinals. 2-1 now on Upton. We started with 8 teams. We are down to 6. Manitowoc and Oshkosh already eliminated. That one fouled back. It's 2-2. See Tyler Webb. He's had that mustache. Going back to spring, I remember he had that at the state tournament when he was the winning pitcher in the state championship. I see it looks like Gomez Adams out there. Say that in the best possible way. And there's a half swing. Upton's went around. The throw to first in time, secured by Stein over at first base. Strikeout 2-3. The second punch out for Webb. And out number 1 for Jason Lehman. Lehman playing in right field today. Came in at 369. Second best number on the team. Drove in 20, scored a team-high 32 runs. So Webb back out of the windup. A warm, humid day. First one is up at the neck. That's ball one. Don't forget as well that Olympic Flame Restaurant in Eau Claire, and they have been since 1980. Uncle Ambrose brought homemade family recipes from Greece, and the tradition continues today at Olympic Flame Restaurant. Eau Claire's best-kept secret is Olympic Flame Greek Restaurant on London Road. 2-0. I know, having worked a couple games with our very own Bob Bradovich over in Marshall, he spoke glowingly about Olympic Flame. So if next time you're in Eau Claire, stop by, get some great food. 2-1 on Lehman. Well, to throw pitch number 23. There's a one-hopper off the diving glove of Hesselman into the right center, a base hit. So Lehman with the second hit of the day for De Pere. And that'll bring up Carter Polfus. The De Pere catcher hitting in the 6th spot. Came into the tournament at 348. Right-handed hitter. So you see Hasselman did everything he could, and he's playing on his usual infield. He might have a play on that, but on the turf, the ball does not really slow down. It's going to stay true. So you got to be just that half step quicker when you do with a step and a dive. There's a swing and a miss. Foul tip into the mitt. 0-1 on Polfus. Top half of inning number 2. Another base runner for De Pere was Lehman, who has 12 for 13 in stolen base attempts. That one fouled back. It's 0-2. Long look in, the sign from Coach Dan Lucas. Longtime skipper of this De Pere program. The 0-2. High and away, trying to get the chase. A ball and 2 strikes. Might as well get Culligan water, especially on a day like today with this kind of heat. It's only $9.95 a month for your first 3 months. Visit Sterling Culligan Water, CulliganH2O.com. The 1-2. Big breaking ball stays up, and it's 2-2. I know Steve Maves and I were talking before the tournament how often we have maybe seen a team that's won a high school state championship and an American Legion state championship. There could be two. Either one of these teams could make that claim if they win the whole thing with a lot of Oliva Strum guys. As there's a fly ball into left. Ranging over with a play, Elliott Height. The call, the catch, out number 2. 2 down, and that'll bring up a number 7 hitter, and that's left fielder Charlie Van Rens. Van Rens had .333 at a batting average. As a team, De Pere at .281. Scored 227 runs in 33 games. Lehman still your runner over at first. We'll see if he looks to run here and they throw over, and he's going to be in easily with kind of a half dive. Again, Lehman 12 for 13 in stolen bases, one of 4 players in double-digit steals. There's that high breaking ball in for a called strike. Top of the zone's been there today so far. We play game number 7 of the tournament. The 0-1. Slide step. That's right on the outside corner. It's 0-2. Webb, a long look in, looks over and sets. Closes up his stance when he pitches, too. And when he yanked high and away, and it's 1-2. Webb now over 30 pitches here through an inning and 2/3. He's got a couple of strikeouts, giving up a couple of hits. Did get the caught stealing back in the first on the incredible throw by Veith. Good lead over at first. There goes the runner. Line drive right to Hesselman, who was covering the bag. That's some bad luck for DePere, but great plays out there by Logan Hesselman, and the inning is over. No runs on a hit and a runner left for DePere. We have played an inning and a half with no score. You're watching Game 7 of the American Legion AAA State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Bauer & Find has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Find Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
You can always find a way to relax at the ballpark. No matter how warm the day is or who's playing, you can always find a way. We go to the bottom half of inning number 2. Sawyer Stein will lead things off. 4, 5, and 6 for Eau Claire against Landon Rago. Stein, Kellen Smith, and Trent Cornell due up for the Eau Claire squad. As the first one from Rago is a breaking ball fouled straight back. That's strike one. That one is up. 1-1. The 1-1. That's on the corner with a fastball, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Foul tip hung on to behind the plate by Polfus. The second strikeout for Landon Rago. And that'll bring up Kellen Smith, the right fielder. Smith had some clutch plays yesterday. Again, of the 4 games we played yesterday when we broadcasted, 3 one-run games, including a walk-off win to end the night in an 11-inning marathon. That lasted longer than your average Brewer game. The first one to Smith is fouled away, first base side, not a play. Might as well again from our friends of Arms of Angels Transportation. They specialize in transportation for at-risk and handicapped kids throughout the Fox cities. Arms of Angels will help with wheelchair transportation to the doctor, social events, and with relocation. There's a chopper back. For door-to-door service, contact Arms of Angels Transportation. That's 920-370-7599. 920-370-7599. As on a swinging bunt, ball was thrown away. It'll be an E2 charge to Polfus. And that will get Smith on the base paths. First base runner of the day for Eau Claire. As now here's Trent Cornell, the shortstop, wearing number 6 and hitting in the 6th spot. So Smith takes his lead about 3 steps. We'll see if Rago's got a good move. That one is in there for a strike. And DePere in their blue jerseys. The 3rd jerseys we've seen them in this week. They wore their Dodger look at the opening ceremony. Here's a bunt right back to the mound. Only play is going to be to first, and it's thrown away by Rago. Everyone will move up. It'll be a sacrifice and an E1. And now Eau Claire is in business. Second and third. With just one out for Tommy Perkins. That's a big miscue. Back-to-back errors for De Pere by their starting battery. First Polfus and then Rago throwing the ball away to first. So here's Tommy Perkins, the DH. Left-handed hitter. Open stance. Third baseman will play in. High and tight. And that's ball one. You get the feeling in a game like this, between teams like this, the first run is going to matter even more than you would usually expect. Just momentum swinging one way for either of these two teams is going to be massive. Another one high and tight. Look out, Tommy Perkins, and it's 2-0. As time is called, and that's going to draw a meeting from Coach Dan Lucas. He's going to go and talk to his big right-hander, or big left-hander, saying, just calm things down. De Pere just kind of reeling right now. They got the strikeout and then a swinging bunt and then an actual bunt, both thrown down the right field line. Has Eau Claire in business, and a 2-0 count on Perkins, the 7-hitter. They do have a base open if they want to pitch around him a little bit and take their chances with Carter Veith. I doubt that's their plan, but that is an option as well. I see just a pointed conversation, just calming down his team. Gives him the baseball and says, let's play. So it'll be 2-0 on Perkins when we get back underway. Over at third base, Watruba. We'll play even with the bag. That one is up at the chin. And it's 3-0. Coming in, Rago has only issued 9 walks in 32 innings. The 3-0. Taken all the way, and Perkins takes a strike. Good piece, good, smart hitting there from Perkins. Going to make Rago throw a strike. The 3-1. There's a swing and a miss, and the count runs full. Full count, 3-2 on Perkins. Across the bottom of this 4 o'clock hour here in the bottom of the second. And he lost him, missed it high, ball 4, and the bases are going to be loaded for Eau Claire. And here comes the catcher, Carter Veith. As he walks in, riders from our friends at Chippewa Valley Orthodontics. So whether you're a professional athlete, a weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics. When you need it most, visit the sports and medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics, and that is Chippewa Valley Orthopedics. The first one inside, almost got a piece of him, almost sounded like a double catch, and that's ball 1. 2 errors and a walk. A ball has not left the infield. Ball's really not gotten past the pitcher's mound in this inning. There's one just up, and it's now 2-0. And Landon Rago wants a new baseball. He'll get one thrown in. And he'll hop back in, work from the windup. And at third base is Kellen Smith. Trent Cornell leads off second. Tommy Perkins over at first. And there's a called strike. 2-1. Base is full for Eau Claire. Corner's playing in. And it's 3-1. That one nowhere close. Veith's got to be sitting dead red here. He knows Rago's not going to want to walk in a run. The 3-1 hits the corner with that fastball, well located, and it's 3-2. Action pitch here. Full count, bases loaded, still just one out. Open stands for Carter Veith. Swung on and missed. He got a fastball by him, and that's out number 2, strikeout number 3 for Rago, and it'll be up to left fielder Elliott Height. Left-handed hitter.
The pitcher, number 21, Tyler Webb.
Number 1, Elliott Height. That one low. Left fielder. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. Left fielder. The 1-1. Swung on and missed again, and it's 1-2. Rago now a strike away from getting out of what was pretty much been a entirely a self-inflicted jam from the Eau Claire defense. 2 errors and a walk. And he gets out of it. High fastball swung on and missed. 3 strikeouts to go along with the 2 errors, and the bases were left loaded by Eau Claire. 2 complete are in the books, and we've got no score. It's Game 7 of the AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Yeah, and you think about all the different techniques he's got to have in his repertoire, right? All the arrows in his quiver, and he's got all of them here today.
I mean, medium well. Do you want it rare? Special orders, pickles, no pickles, ketchup, no ketchup.
You know, what we're seeing here, Paul, the spatula control is unreal.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where he's got absolutely no beef. He's just focused on doing his job. Yeah, I mean, without these cooks, everyone would just truly be fried.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Top half of inning number 3 here on Zaleski Sports. Leading things off will be Zach Watruba, the third baseman, followed by Devin Weber. Then back to the top of the order, and Drew Van Oss. Tyler Webb back out for his third inning work. He's given up 2 hits with a couple of strikeouts in the game. It's become a pitcher's duel so far through 2 innings. First one is going to be a 2-hopper right to Hesselman at second base. Didn't even have to move, and throws him out. Another ground out for Webb. And here's Devin Weber. Weber at second base today came in hitting 184, 13 RBIs. Been a steady hand up the middle. Also can pitch a little bit.
Second baseman, number 5, Devin Weber.
As again, with the way these 2 pitchers can throw, like Webb and Rago, that whoever gets the first run might get the only runs of this game. And Eau Claire had their chances, but back-to-back strikeouts got Rago out of the inning. So here's Webb. Gets a high pop-up straight back and out of play. It's 1-1 on Weber. Webb right back out there, ready to work. That one down and in, 2-1. As well from our friends at Staub Construction, a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems throughout the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. There's a line drive into center field. That'll be played on a hop out in center field. It gets bobbled, but not enough. Weber with a big turn, and he will hold at first base with a 1-out single. Third straight inning with a hit for Pere, but they have not gotten a runner past first yet. So we go back to the top of the order. Drew Van Oss, 0 for 1 for the DH. He grounded out to short back in inning at number 1.
Number 11, Drew Vanas.
Got a right-handed hitter, Weber. Has stolen 10 bases. That one popped up first base side, foul territory. Stein gives a look as the hat drops, and it'll land out of play. And that's strike 1. The 0-1. That one is a fly ball into right. Long run over. The catch is made. They will not make a play back at first. Nice job out by Kellen Smith in right field for out number 2. And with 2 down, here comes Javin Gothier. Gothier is 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
That'll bring up the shortstop, number 7, Javin Gothier.
So Gothier, left-handed hitter. As Webb looks to strand another runner. That one is the top outside corner of the strike zone, and it's 0-1. And we've been seeing, throughout the course of the week so far, the last couple of games, we've had that low strike being called, but today it's a high strike that's been there in this game. And it's going to be all the way up to the hitters and pitchers to adjust. Runner goes high and away. Snap throw to second. Is in time. Diving tag is made by Cornell. Another caught stealing for Veith. And the inning is over. This one goes 2-6. DePere gets a hit and leaves them empty. 2.5 in the books. A big thanks to the right arm of Carter Veith. We go to the bottom half of inning number 3. It's no score on the AAA American Legion State Tournaments on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
Yeah, and you think about all the different techniques he's got to have in his repertoire, right? All the arrows in his quiver, and he's got all of them here today.
I mean, medium well. Do you want it rare? Special orders, pickles, no pickles, ketchup, no ketchup.
You know, what we're seeing here, Paul, the spatula control is unreal.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where he's got absolutely no beef. He's just focused on doing his job. Yeah, I mean, without these cooks, everyone would just truly be fried.
It'll be the top of the order for Eau Claire here, the bottom half of inning number 3. Be Lock-in, Hesselman, and then Lauscher against the big left-hander, Landon Rago. Rago had a couple of errors, including one of his own, and a walk to load the base with 1 out. Got a couple of strikeouts, 2 of his 4. As the first one to Lock-in is inside and down, ball 1. Lock-in 0 for 1, a fly out into right field. I should say into left. Actually, a ball and a strike. Actually, I work on reading my own writing. It was Upton who made the play. 1-1. There's a drive into right center. That's down a base hit. That goes extra bases on the way. Lockett rounds first. He's going for 2. And he'll get in there with a stand-up leadoff double. And Eau Claire's got their first hit of the ball game. And another runner in scoring position. First time they've gotten the leadoff man on. And that'll bring up Logan Hesselman. Hesselman 0 for 1. He was called out on strikes back in the first. Don't forget as well from our friends at Security Financial Bank, SFB. Whether you're starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB are the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com. Member FDIC. Upton at first base will play in on the green turf. There's a bunny, pops it up. It's going to be past Rago. That's going to be a base hit. And playing it like a bouncy ball at short was Gauthier, and it's back-to-back hits with the pop-up. Lockett had to hold that second in case it would have been caught. So it goes down as a base hit. And here is Lauscher. Lauscher 0 for 1, a ground out to short his first time up. As once again, Eau Claire is threatening. That one up, ball 1. And Lauscher hit a mammoth home run in yesterday's 4 o'clock game. Here's a big swing, and he fouls it away. It's a ball and a strike. And you can see all of our 4 cameras again. An awesome crew has been here all week. Rotating incredible talent around. Different voices, different cameras. Just all around spectacular work by my extremely talented colleagues. 2-1 the count on Lauscher. And again, he pops it back and out of play. And you can kind of tell Rago not fully overpowering, but with the height he has and the drive he goes off that back leg, he towers over the mound. He goes straight down with his tunnel and his delivery. So it's very tough to level your swing against a guy like him. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Lauscher out on strikes. That's number 5 for Landon Rago. And here's Sawyer Stein. 1 out. Stein in the cleanup spot, a big member of that state team that finished second last year.
19, Sawyer Stein.
Up in Marinette. Stein 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And he takes a fastball up for ball 1. Lockett at second base, he doubled. Hesselman at first, he dropped on a bunt single. The 1-0 delivery for Stein and just a pivot back towards second. And Lockett will scamper back. And this is game 3 of the day. We had some really fun ones to start in the elimination games. There's a big swing and a miss. Marshfield eliminating Manitowoc this morning. That was the 10 o'clock game. The 1 o'clock game, Middleton eliminated Oshkosh. So Oshkosh, in a span of 24 hours, dropped an 11-inning thriller and then gets eliminated from the tournament altogether, as it's 1-2 on Stein. No more eliminations today, but we'll have a couple scheduled tomorrow in our first couple of games. There's one fouled back. Again, first game tomorrow, 1 o'clock scheduled start time. 1, 4, and 7. And 2 games scheduled each for Friday and Saturday. May only be just 1 on Saturday, depending on how the rest of the tournament shakes out. There's another one fouled away by Stein. He stays alive. Again, we've been glad to be here for every pitch. We were at the regional over in Weston last week for 11 games. In 4 days. We'll be here for 5 days. This is day 2 here this week. 24 games, or 14 games guaranteed. up to 15. As there's a swing and a miss and another strikeout. Stein is strikeout number 6 for Rago. That'll bring up Kellen Smith. Smith had a swinging bunt, reached on a throwing error. Ended up being stranded over at third base. So again, 14 games guaranteed this week. We had the 11 last week, so 25 games, and it'll be a 10-day stretch.
Fielder, number 18, Kellen Smith.
Swung on and missed. That was a little bit of a cutter there. 0-1. The Eau Claire right fielder. That one popped up sky high, straight back and out of play. Look out by the concession stands and the bathrooms. And Smith. And we're starting to see more of the no batting glove look make some reappearances in high school, summer, youth baseball, as he calls time, and get a chance to reset. Again, still in the upper 80s, around 90 as we approach 5 o'clock. It's been a warm day. And despite contrary belief, there's a swing and a miss. And Smith is out on strikes. I'm going to say, contrary to popular belief, it's not any warmer up here in the press box than it is on the field. We have played 3 complete, 7 strikeouts for Rago, and we got no score as we go to the 4th on the 7th game of the AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
A&B Process Systems has been a proud member of the Stratford community since 1973. You can find your next career in engineering, welding, and more at A&B Process Systems. Our campus also includes our exclusive Factory Acceptance Testing Center with full-service testing capabilities to ensure that your equipment will perform to your expectations. Visit A&B Process Systems on Facebook today for more information. Today's game is brought to you by Toyson Ford. Stop in at Toyson Ford to pick out your new ride. Come see why all your friends and neighbors say you'll find a friend at Toyson Ford. An SC Swiderski apartment or home is certain to be where you want to live, work, and play throughout the Chippewa Valley. No matter where you live, look to SC Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Wall-to-Wall Carpet One, located on East Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Give Wall-to-Wall Carpet One a call at 715-598-4485. Since 2009, Momentum Baseball Academy has been leading baseball instruction in western Wisconsin. Momentum Baseball Academy, official partner of the Eau Claire Express.
Always got to escape the heat anyway necessary, even if you put baseballs on an umbrella. As we get set for the 4th, it'll be 2, 3, and 4 as it'll be Jevin Gauthier to lead things off. He was at the plate when Weber was thrown out. First one is not there for ball 1. Left-handed hitter, swung on and missed. Ball and a strike. And it's 1-2. My producer, Kev Jacoby, we were talking over the break, when you see a guy like Landon Rago, like, just how tall is he? 6'6", according to that roster. 6'6", 270. That one high and away. I mean, there's some serious size. Milo Upton, 6'4", 250. He's due up third this inning. And he's going to golf that one into right. Smith ranging over. He's got a play, and he will make the catch in foul territory for out number 1. So 1 out here, and that'll bring up Easton Arndt. The center fielder. Arndt singled in the first, but he was caught stealing to end that inning. As we approach the halfway mark of this game at the end of this half inning.
Fielder, number 9, Easton Arndt.
The first one is a high fly ball into right again. Still playable for Smith, this time in fair territory. And he has now recorded 3 of the last 4 outs for Eau Claire. The only one in between was the caught stealing of Weber. So now bring up Milo Upton. Upton, the first baseman, struck out back in the second. And a breaking ball down in the dirt. Upton came in as the leading RBI man for De Pere with 30 coming into the tournament. He takes one high for ball 1. And he golfs it into right field again. It's been a busy inning for Kellen Smith, and he makes no mistakes. It's a 1-2-3 inning of F9s for Eau Claire. And we're halfway through. After 3.5, we've got no score. It is Game 7 and Game 3 of Day 2 of the AAA American Legion State Tournament live on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
You know, Paul, what we're looking for today first is that basic shopper, the one that's going to go for fruit that's in season right now, because those are the easy picks, the raspberry, the strawberry, the blueberry. But the experts, the one who are going to get the job done today and shine bright on a day like today, those are the ones shopping for the mangoes.
And when you think about vegetables at the grocery store, really there's a lot at stake, because at this point your next stop is the meat market. You don't want to be chicken when you go ahead and pick out your vegetables. You got to make sure you got the right pairing.
You know, when you double clutch on your list, that's when things quickly spiral out of control.
Bottom half of inning number 4 here on Zaleski Sports. It is Game 7 of 14 guaranteed at the AAA American Legion Wisconsin State Tournament here from Wisconsin Rapids at the Quadplex. No score between Eau Claire and De Pere. Landon Rago back out for another inning. He's got 7 strikeouts and a walk, giving up 2 hits as he'll face Trent Cornell. Cornell had a sacrifice back in the second. He reached on a throwing error and ended up being stranded in that inning. That one is a breaking ball up and away for ball 1. And my name is Mike Wentland. Glad to be here with you guys tonight. Cal Jacoby to my right on the production side of things. Steve Mays is directing this game. And the cameras down on the field. Katie Lecton and Olivia Zimmerman doing the camera work. And stay tuned tonight as well. Steve's going to take this spot and be on the call to close the night out, as it's 1-2 on Cornell. It'll be Wisconsin Rapids and Milwaukee going head-to-head, the host team for the Rangers, and the Pipemen of Milwaukee making the first trip for the Milwaukee area since 1999 here at State, as that's a high swing and a foul back. And it's 1-2. Coming up, this will be number 60 on the pitch count for Rago here in the 4th. So one downside when you strike out a lot of guys, you can usually tend to throw a lot of pitches. That one down in the dirt does not get the chase, 2-2. The 2-2. Golfed foul down the third base side. Be chased down by Sam Vanden Lagenberg. Both these teams have a couple of guys on the all-name team here at the state tournament that are just always fun for a broadcast. You look at guys like Sam Vanden Lagenberg, Axel Donaldson, Landon Rago, Jacob Bierke for Eau Claire. The 2-2. And I don't know how he hit that, but he did. That sounded like it got the rubber grip of the bat. And he rolled it toward first. That's as close as you can hit a baseball without actually having it go through your knuckles. We'll try the 2-2 again. Breaking ball frozen, strike 3 called. That is 7 straight outs recorded via the strikeout for Landon Rego. His 8th strikeout of the game. To bring up Tommy Perkins, the designated hitter for Eau Claire. He drew a walk back in the second inning. That loaded the bases with 1 out before De Pere was able to escape it with a couple of strikeouts. That one, a breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. And he 1-0. Fouled back off the hands, and it's 1-1. And a great crowd. Everyone, looks like everyone in the back row, hats on, umbrellas up, canopies up in the heats. 2-1 on Perkins. Umpire says it was inside. The 2-1 in the dirt, 3-1. This will be pitch number 70 for Rego. And they're going to ride him until he pitch counts out. There's a little flare towards short and 1 hop. 1 motion throw by Gauthier, and he's got it. Out number 2. Off the bat, it looked like it was ticketed for center field, but just kind of hung up there and played on a hop by Gauthier, and there's out number 2 to bring up Carter Veith, the catcher. Veith struck out with the bases loaded back in the second. He is 0 for 1. We were talking during one of our commercial breaks, myself, Cal, and Steve up here in the press box. With both these teams throwing their aces, Rego and Webb, shows kind of the magnitude of this game with how much these two teams think of each other. They're not going to be able to throw the rest of the week. So it is almost do or die for the winner of this game, and it might be a tough road for whoever drops it. It's 1-1. Again, loser of this game will be a turnaround play at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon in an elimination game against Middleton. Middleton kept their season going. An elimination game against Oshkosh right before this. As a breaking ball drops in, it's 1-2. Winner of this game will take on the winner of the Wisconsin Rapids-Milwaukee game. Loser of that game will take on Marshfield. Knuckled ground ball to first. Easy play for Upton. 3 unassisted. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 with a strikeout. Goes Eau Claire, and we have played 4 completes. And we've got no score still in the AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Paul, what we're looking for today first is that basic shopper, the one that's going to go for fruit that's in season right now, because those are the easy picks, the raspberry, the strawberry, the blueberry. But the experts, the one who are going to get the job done today and shine bright on a day like today, those are the ones shopping for the mangoes.
And when you think about vegetables at the grocery store, really there's a lot at stake, because at this point your next stop is the meat market. You don't want to be chicken when you go ahead and pick out your vegetables. You got to make sure you got the right pairing.
When you double clutch on your list, that's when things quickly spiral out of control.
Fleet Farm has everything you need for every season of life. From tending the vegetable garden season to planting 100 acres of crops season. Fleet Farm is your one-stop shop. Whether it's strawberry jam season, cook your walleye season, or his first set of wheels season. Fleet Farm is built for every season. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
Take a look down the fence line, and a shot after our own producer's heart in Cal Jacoby. Some shoes in the on-deck circle. Some great-looking kicks. As he heads to the box. Leading things off will be Jason Lehman. Of course, Cal Jacoby will be hitting the buttons next game. He'll be on the director's chair, and he'll be yelling at me down on the field with the camera, which I say yelling in the best possible way to make sure we get everything right for you guys here in the 7 o'clock game. First one to Lehman is outside for ball 1. Lehman singled back in the 3rd inning. The 1-0 from Webb. Pass in there. It's a called strike. It's 1-1. Through 4 innings for De Pere, no runs on 3 hits, 2 errors. They've left only 1 runner. They've had 2 runners caught stealing in the game by Carter Veith. The 1-1. Swung on and missed. Big sweeper there from Webb, but it's 1-2. Through 4 innings for Eau Claire, no runs on 2 hits and 5 runners left for Eau Claire. So Webb misses high that time, and it's 2-2. Webb's given up 3 scattered hits, a couple of strikeouts. Has not walked a batter again. Only 1 runner left. 2 outs on the base pass at second base for De Pere. There's a line drive. That'll be into left field. It's a leadoff single for Lehman. First time in 5 innings that De Pere has their leadoff man on. Lehman 2 for 2. And here comes Carter Polfus. Polfus flew out to left field his first time up. We'll see if Lehman maybe thinks to run again, but you'd think after 2 chances they would stop testing the arm of Carter Veith. Lehman does have 12 stolen bases on the summer coming into the tournament this week. He bunts and he drops it down. I don't know how he did. It's going to roll foul. That'll be strike 1. So he heads back right as well for our friends at Arms of Angels Transportation. They specialize in transportation for at-risk and handicapped kids throughout the Fox Cities. Arms of Angels will help with wheelchair transportation to the doctor, social events, and relocation. For door-to-door service, contact Arms of Angels Transportation 920-370-7599. Again, that's 920-370-7599. Big thanks to our friends at Arms of Angels and all of our great sponsors here this week, helping us bring these games to you guys. All 14 of them here from Wisconsin Rapids. Beautiful pitch on the front door breaking ball, and it's 0-2 on Carter Polfus. Webb at 56 pitches through 4+ innings, through 474 for Rago. And a swing and a miss. Blew a fastball by him, and that's out number 1, and strikeout number 3 for right-hander Tyler Webb. Again, Webb threw in both games of the state tournament back in June for Leva Strum in their first program state championship. Threw a limited pitch count in the semifinal against Pacelli before Carter Gunderson came in and shut the door. Then he threw all 5 in the 11-0 5-inning win over Northwood Solon Springs in the state championship for the Cardinals. Again, a lot of the De Pere players won the Division I title later that same day. That wrapped up the state tournament, wrapped up the WIAA season. That one down and away, ball 1 with a fastball on Charlie Van Rens. Van Rens is 0 for 1. He lined out to second. That was one where Lehman was on the run with 2 outs. And he lined it right up the middle, but Hesselman, who was covering the bag, was right in the perfect spot to catch it. Runner goes again. Hit and run is on, popped up. Lehman slams the brakes, hustles back. There will be no play. Catch made by Cornell at short. Out number 2, and watching that play, Lehman had a great jump, and he put on the brakes, and with this turf, there's not exactly a lot of traction when you come to a stop. So he came to a stop and kind of spun the tires. He was able to scramble back and dive back into first base. So Zach Watruba to lead things off. The third baseman's 0 for 1, a ground out to second base. Open stance in that left-handed box, throw over, and Lehman is back standing, and a little bit of a stumble. That one, a snap throw back, and he's in there. Pitch was a called strike, and it's 0-1. On Wotruba, if he reaches, give a chance to Weber. Still no score, top half inning number 5. No runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for DePere. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for Eau Claire. Swung on and missed. And it's 0-2. Webb getting stronger as the game goes on. He's got everything moving. He's throwing like that cutter, slider, almost like a sweeper at times. He'll two-seam a fastball. Seen him for a couple of seasons now. That's 1 and 2, covering games where they've come, where Leva Strum has come to Mid-Wisconsin. Saw him play Emerson Wapaka a couple years ago. Obviously, the state tournament this year, we covered them. Steve saw him a couple of times during the spring season. Leva Strum. A swing and a miss. Strikeout number 4 for Tyler Webb. And it's a scoreless 5th for the right-hander. He gave up a hit, left a runner, got a couple of strikeouts for 3 and 4 on the day. And we go to the bottom half of 5 with no score in Game 7 of the AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Asher Laston Exteriors is committed to craftsmanship, innovation, and outstanding customer service as Western Wisconsin's trusted gutter and gutter helmet experts. Our highly trained certified technicians can install gutter helmet onto new or existing gutters. Gutter helmet blends in beautifully with your home, can withstand the heaviest of rainfalls, and is backed by a lifetime transferable warranty. Save up to 20% with zero down and no interest or payments for up to 18 months with seamless gutters and gutter helmet. Brought to you by Asher Laston Exteriors.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Bottom half of inning number 5. We got to figure out who's going to score in this game. We've got nothing yet. No runs, 4 hits, 2 errors for DePere through 5 innings. 4 innings for Eau Claire so far. No runs, 2 hits, no errors. Elliott Height to lead things off. He struck out with the bases loaded. That ended that second inning. The best chance really either team has had. He drops on a bunt. And Polfis bobbles it. No play. And he's going to be safe. Leadoff base runner. We'll see how that's officially ruled. Looks like it'll be ruled a base hit for Height. Polfis tried to barehand it and just popped out of that right hand. And by that point, there was absolutely no chance of getting the speedy Height. Back to the top of the order we go. Here comes Grant Locken. 1 for 2 with a pop-up and a double. Back in the third inning, he sent one to the right center field gap. He spunts this time, and he lines it foul toward the dugout. Right to the on-deck circle. 0-1. Walking back in there. He's got that bigger elbow guard. Height, the runner first. Runner creeping in at third. That's going to be up. And it's 1-1. Rago with 8 strikeouts. He scattered 3 hits with a walk. Shakes off his catcher a couple of times, finds the one he likes. And he bunts it. That's a fair ball. Rago is not going to have a play. And it's another bunt single. That's the third. 3 of the 4 hits for Eau Claire have been bunt singles. They're making the big fellow come off the mound and make a play. And they've succeeded 2 out of the 3 times. So here is Logan Hesselman. He singled back in the third, a big chance for Eau Claire. We'll see if he looks to bunt. Upton playing in over at first. He does square, and he gets it down. It'll be foul. Eau Claire all about the small ball right now, trying to manufacture a run, knowing how good their right-hander Tyler Webb is throwing. Webb only 63 pitches through 5 scoreless. This one will be number 80 for Landon Rago. Hesselman squares again, and this time he gets it down. Right back to Rago. No play, only play to first is a lob, and it gets there in time to Weber covering. Sacrifice successful, 1-4, but now second and third with just 1 out for Leo Lauscher. Discussion make sure for Lauscher, basically telling him go to right field. Try and get it to right. We'll see if they think about putting him on and getting the force play with Stein on deck. So a couple of dangerous hitters here for Eau Claire. Danger time for DePere with just 1 out. Back in the second when they were loaded with 1 out, it was the 8 and 9 hitters. Now you got to deal with 3 and 4, second and third. And that'll draw a meeting with Coach Dan Lucas as well. He's going to go and talk to his guys. And we'll see what they decide to do with Leo Lauscher. Yeah, I think they're just going to be very careful with him. And he had one of the biggest hits of the tournament, that big booming homer against Marshfield, a dead center. One of 3 home runs we had yesterday. Milo Upton had one as well for DePere. Okay, Nels, and they're going to walk Lauscher. So they're going to load the bases and take their chances with the cleanup man in Sawyer Stein. Stein has struck out twice in the game. It's not been a great game for him at the plate, but he can put that all behind him with a big swing here. The infield will come in. As of right now, the biggest at-bat of the game. The ace for DePere, the cleanup man for Eau Claire. Rago and Stein. Corners in, middle infield about halfway. The first one is lined up the middle, a base hit. 1 run is in. They're going to send the second runner around third. The throw is going to be coming. It's cut off. It's 2-0. Sawyer Stein comes through. A 2-run single. Locken and Height in to score. And the decision to intentionally walk Lauscher so far has come back to hurt. Stein on the first pitch he sees sends it right back up the middle. A 2-run single, and here comes Kellen Smith. Smith 0 for 2. He reached on an error on a swinging bunt back in the second, struck out in the third. 2 runs on 3 hits in the inning for Eau Claire. That one misses outside, ball 1. Back-to-back bunt singles from Height and Locken. Hesselman sacrificed them to second and third. An intentional walk to Lauscher, and then Stein on the first pitch. Lines it right back up the gut. There's a drive into left center. Long run, that's going to split the out. That's going to bring in a couple of runs. To the warning track it goes. Lauscher is in. Here comes Stein. He is in. It's a 2-run double for Kellen Smith. And just like that, Eau Claire breaks it open, a 4 spot here in the 5th. on the 2-run double by Kellen Smith, also on the second pitch. So 3 pitches have led to 4 runs for Eau Claire. Here comes Cornell. A sacrifice and a strikeout in the game. He's 0 for 1. Starting some off with a breaking ball, and that's high, ball 1. Rago will step off. That one is outside, a touch low as well, and it's 2-0. Looking to be Rago's last inning. I don't know if there is someone throwing in the De Pere bullpen. As we'll see if we can get a look on whoever's in the bullpen for De Pere. It's 2-1. Two and 1. 3-1. As Ryan Carbon getting loose. So Ryan Carbon, there's a line drive, pulled, foul. Some acrobatics from our third base umpire to get out of the way of that one. Umpires are athletes too. Count runs full with just 1 out. 88 pitches now for Rago here in the 5th. 4 runs in on 4 hits. Big hits from Stein and Smith. Kellen Smith, the lone runner on base over at second base. That one popped foul. First base side now to play. Cornell, the 7th hitter of the inning. The 3-2 is low, and there's a walk. This inning is falling apart for De Pere. And winner of this game gets the nightcap tomorrow, scheduled for a 7 o'clock start time tomorrow night. We got family of Eau Claire watching from Silverton, Oregon. Shout out to Sandy watching. Got people talking from North Carolina, Arizona, Oregon. And that one is bunted and missed. It gets away. It'll be a wild pitch. And they go up to second and third. As Perkins pulled it back as well, ball 1. And glad to have people watching around the country, around the world. And once again, the infield for De Pere is going to have to come in. And you got to think the way he's throwing 4 runs should be enough for Tyler Webb. Let's try and get 6 outs. Right back to Rago. Contact plays out, and they got the runner caught at third. Rago runs him back. Still going. He's going to try and go to the plate. Now they got him into a pickle. 1, 2, and he's got him. It'll be 1, 2, 5. The out at third is Smith. That's out number 2. Perkins will get to first on the fielder's choice. And it was a close play at third as well, as the throw was late to Watruba, but he's able to get the tag down, and now here is Carter Veith, the 9th hitter of the inning for Eau Claire. Veith 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out. And the breaking ball is in there for a strike. Cornell over at second base. Perkins now the runner at first. The 0-1 is up. And it's a ball and a strike on Carter Veith. One. Outside with a fastball. 2-1. And almost certainly the last inning for Landon Rago. Future Brian Stratton. Athlete. Runner takes off and a pivot back to second. The throw is going to be there, and they pick him off. Cornell caught 1-4 on the out at the base pass, and the inning is over, but not before Eau Claire strikes for 4 runs on 4 hits. They leave 1. We go to the 6th, as it is now 4-0 Eau Claire on Zaleski Sports.
A nice controlled turn, and here comes the pontoon. What a boat.
I don't know that you can have a better activity today than the pontoon through this event. I said this is a world-class event. That was a world-class trailering of that pontoon right there.
Now we've got the green arrow, so now you got a little bit of a little. Oh! U-turn! U-turn! Oh my goodness!
U-turn? You gotta be kidding me!
It's a broadcaster's dream because we're literally in the middle of a crossing pattern.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
We move on to the 6th. Webb back out there pitching with a lead now. 4-0 Eau Claire here on Zaleski Sports. Game 7, the AAA American Legion State Tournament. Of course, stay tuned. Game number 8 is on the way. 7 o'clock scheduled first pitch for Wisconsin Rapids and Milwaukee. The Rangers and the Pipemen. As for Pere will be 9-1-2. Here's Devin Weber. Be followed by Van Oss and Gothier. There's one fouled back right away, and it's 0-1 on Weber. Look out as it makes the ball makes a comeback down the press box. Weber singled back in the 3rd, was caught stealing. That was one of 2 guys thrown out by Carter Veith. The 0-1. Breaking ball, fly ball into center, long run in. Easy call and catch made out there by Locken. 1 up, 1 down for Drew Van Oss. 0 for 2 for the leadoff man and Pere designated hitter. Ground out to short and a fly out to right in the game. 5 outs to work with. Down by 4. That's a strike on the outside corner. 4 strikeouts for Webb in the game. He has allowed just 4 hits. That's a breaking ball missing for ball 1. Big sweeper there from Webb. There's the curveball, and that one's in for a called strike. Ball and 2 strikes on Van Oss. There's a line drive into right field. Smith coming in, leaping up, makes the catch. That's out number 2. Smith was busy in right field. He had a stretch of 4 of 5 outs were fly balls to right. Now he gets one here for out number 2 to bring up Javin Gothier. Gothier 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly ball to right. Breaking ball is in for a called strike. Webb seems in command of pretty much everything he is throwing right now. The 0-1. That one's in the dirt. Kicks away, and that, I think, got a piece of our umpire. He's doubled over. And that got him right in the right wrist. He'll walk away. Veith will throw it back in as Darren Olson will get a moment to try and compose himself and make sure his strike calling hand is going to be good to go. It's a ball and a strike on Gauthier. The 1-1. And that hit him. Got him right in the back. 2-out base runner. So now a 2-out base runner. Here's Easton Arndt.
Number 9, Easton Arndt.
Arndt is 1 for 2. A single back in the first, a fly out to right. He's also been caught stealing in the game. Two-out base runner. That one well outside. Ball 1 on Arndt. One and 0. Runner holds high and away. 2-0. You got to think going into the bottom of the 6th, it'll be Ryan Carbon probably taking over on the mound. Rego at 95 pitches. There's a fly ball into shallow center. Easy play there for Locken. The call, the catch, and the inning is over. 3 fly ball outs for Webb. He does hit a man and leaves him stranded. We have played 5 1/2 innings. It is Eau Claire 4 and De Pere nothing. You're watching Game 7 of the AAA American Legion State Tournament live from Wisconsin Rapids on Zaleski Sports.
A nice controlled turn, and here comes the pontoon. What a boat.
I don't know that you can have a better activity today than the pontoon through this event. I said this is a world-class event. That was a world-class trailering of that pontoon right there.
Now we've got the green arrow, so now you got a little bit of a little. Oh! U-turn! U-turn! Oh my goodness!
U-turn? You gotta be kidding me!
It's a broadcaster's dream because we're literally in the middle of a crossing pattern.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
The call to the bullpen has been made. Number 13, Ryan Carbon will check in. K-A-R-B-O-N. Carbon will be making his 8th appearance of the season, his 4th or his 5th out of the bullpen. Comes in with a record of 3-2 and a 2.47 earned run average. 15 hits, only 8 earned runs, or 27 hits in 22 2/3 innings, 13 strikeouts for the right-hander. He'll face 8, 9, and 1. Be Veith, Height, and then back to the top of the order with Locken. 4 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Eau Claire. Also a couple of caught runners by Veith, who comes to the plate now. Very understated part of the game today were those 2 thrown runners out at second. Back in the first inning was one of them. The first and the third both ended innings. Veith today is 0 for 2. He was at the plate when Cornell was picked off at second base back in the 5th inning. It's going to be a huge moment for Carbon to try and put up a 0 here and leave it at 4 runs when we go to the 7th. First one is a breaking ball on the inside corner for a called strike. Veith 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out. 8 strikeouts for Rego, gave up 4 runs, all of them earned. Couple of walks, 8 strikeouts. That is up and in, and it's 1-1. For DePere in the 7th, it will be 4, 5, and 6. Upton, Lehman, and Polfus. The 1-1 delivery from Carbon. So a fly ball into left center, long run in and diving and sliding and making the catch. Out in center field is Easton Arndt for out number 1. And there's one down. That'll bring up Elliott Height. Height started off that big 5th inning with a bunt single. As Polfus had tried to make the play on the bare hand and just couldn't quite hang on to it. He came around to score on Stein's 2-run single. There's a pop up into shallow center. Long run in and running in and making the catch once again is Easton Arndt.
It's all within your reach.
As Arndt will head back to center field. 2 down for the top of the order, Grant Locken. Locken 2 for 3, a double and a single and a run scored.
Back to the top of the order for Eau Claire, the center fielder, number 2.
Carbon with 4 pitches thrown. That one is in for a called strike. Getting ready, our winner of this game plays 7 o'clock tomorrow against the winner of our following game, which will be at 7 o'clock. Wisconsin Rapids and Milwaukee. Loser of this game plays in an elimination game at 1 against Middleton. 0-2 now on Locken. Carbon looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Hesselman would get a chance if he can reach. That one fouled back. And 0-2. Crossing the bottom of this 5 o'clock hour. Game moving along. Popped him up. Foul ground. In play. Who wants it? Who wants it? And it's dropped by Polfus. Toward the on-deck circle and toward our camera. There's Olivia Zimmerman on our camera down the first base side. Nothing in 2. That'll be up 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes on Grant Locken. That time is popped up again. This time the call and the catch made by Wotruba. And the inning is over. Carbon goes 1-2-3 here in the 6th. And we go to the 7th. Last chance for DePere. It is 4-0 Eau Claire in the AAA American Legion State Tournament on Zaleski Sports.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
a nice controlled turn, and here comes the pontoon. What a boat.
I don't know that you can have a better activity today than the pontoon through this event. I said this is a world-class event. That was a world-class trailering of that pontoon right there.
Now we've got the green arrow, so now you got a little bit of a little. Oh! U-turn! U-turn! Oh my goodness!
U-turn? You gotta be kidding me!
It's a broadcaster's dream because we're literally in the middle of a crossing pattern.
See a couple of arms getting loose just in case for Eau Claire. Looks like that is Jack Gabler, and as that one inside to start things off with Milo Upton. Couldn't tell who the other one was. Might have been Tyler Iverson. Either way, 1-0. There's a roller foul, and it's 1-1 on Upton. Last chance for De Pere. They need 4 runs in this inning. They're going to be in an elimination game tomorrow afternoon. Upton 0 for 2, a strikeout and a fly ball to right. That one down and away with a breaking ball, 2-1. Webb has allowed just 5 base runners. He's given up 4 hits and hit a batter. There has not been a runner to reach second base for De Pere yet in this game. Swing and a miss, change up there, and it's 2-2. The closest anyone got were caught stealings. Runner stranded on first in the 2nd, 5th, and 6th. That one in the dirt, count runs full. That was number 80 for Tyler Webb. Still in a good spot pitch count-wise. His final start of the week on the mound. That's popped up, foul territory, first base side now to play. And we know for sure Jack Gabler was getting loose. The 3-2 is popped foul again, right field side, and I think that went just over the bullpen into the batting cages. And I'm just looking out the windows here and I see the Milwaukee team heading over. And looking at some of our viewership. And that's ball 4. That looks like they may have been watching to see when they needed to head over. We had one of the guys in the roster in the chat earlier. And that's the 7 o'clock game. You can listen to Steve Maves on the call for that one. It'll be Milwaukee and Wisconsin Rapids to close out night 2 and the 8th game of this tournament so far. This is game 7. Leadoff base runner, nobody out for Jason Lehman, who's 2 for 2. He has singled twice. And that's nowhere near. Breaking ball behind. Almost, I mean, it was so far behind that it almost got the end of the bat. And it's 1-0. On Lehman. Webb at 84. It's been so good all game long. 2-0 now. Just gave out his first walk on Upton. And this could be the moment where De Pere, they have to score and strike here. But it's going to be one if they can get Webb out of this game, get to the bullpen. There's a strike, 2-1. Get to the bullpen, anything can happen with any team at any game. You never know, especially with a starter who's been dealing like Webb. Sometimes just getting a new arm in there that you can see will help. As Webb, when he comes set, he sets across his body. Kind of hides the ball pretty well, and there's a swing and a miss. 2-2. Very similar. We saw Rago much like that as well. Hides the ball very well. Kind of jumps at you out of the hand. And it feels faster than it probably actually is velocity-wise. 2-2 on Lehman. Breaking ball, ground ball to short. Scooped at third, 5, 4. The turn is late. Fielder's choice, but they do get an out. Great play over at third base by Lauscher, cutting the ball off. And that was able to lead to the out at second base. Cornell would not have made that play at second. He would have gone to one. So they get the lead runner. And with one out, here comes the catcher, Carter Polfus. Polfus 0 for 2, a fly out to left and a strikeout in the game.
The catcher, number 16, Carter Polfus.
Webb 2 outs away from getting his team to 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Ball one. And guaranteeing themselves a Friday game as well. Win here guarantees at least 2 more days here at Wisconsin Rapids. That's fouled back. 1-1. The top 2 teams go to national regionals, but everyone wants that trophy. So he was going to take the crown from the last year's champions, the comeback kids from Janesville. Ground ball pulled foul past third. It's 1-2. The other team joining them in the regional last year was Eau Claire. Ball and 2 strikes. Breaking ball down and blocked by Veith. 2-2. Veith took an over at the plate, but his work behind the plate has been awesome. He's thrown out a couple of runners. He's blocked everything. Two and two, somehow chopped foul. And much like we've seen a few times, I don't know how we hit that, let alone got enough on it to get it to third base. Two and two on Carter Polfus with Van Rens standing on deck. 1 out here in the 7th. Pere still looking for a runner to get to second base. That one, strike 3 called, locked him up with a 2-seamer on the outside corner. Strikeout number 5 for Tyler Webb. And now the last out and the last chance for De Pere is going to be Charlie Van Rens. The left fielder is 0 for 2, a line out to second. Again, that was a bad luck play with the runner going, and a pop up to short. Popped him up, foul territory and out of play. 0-1. Of course, stay tuned as well for your Chippewa Valley Orthopedic post-game show. Rely on the experience of the sports medicine team when you experience any sports-related injury or issue. Count on proper diagnosis and customized treatment plans that will meet your goals. Their orthopedic surgeons and their athletic trainers serve the athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and western Wisconsin. As it'll be defensive indifference for Lehman. No one holding him on. He takes second base. That run not important for Eau Claire right now. They are focusing only on the hitter. That one popped up, back and out of play, and now De Pere down to their final strike. You need to get Weber to the plate at minimum to try and keep this game going. That's still 2 more hitters away. Fly ball into left field with the play, the catch, and this one is over. Eau Claire moves on. They stay undefeated, become the first team to 2-0 as they get a 4-0 win over De Pere. They will play tomorrow night at 7 o'clock against the winner of our nightcap, Wisconsin Rapids and Milwaukee. We'll head down, talk to the Eau Claire coaching staff on your Chippewa Valley Orthopedic post-game show coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
It
Hip impingement and hip labral tears are common causes of hip and groin pain and are often the result of repetitive use from crouching sports or trauma. Today, we are visiting Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Carlson, a partner with Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is in the forefront of using a newer procedure called hip arthroscopy, which allows minimally invasive access to a joint and treatments to problems never addressed before. Using hip arthroscopy, Dr. Carlson is able to repair tissue without dislocating the hip and without replacing it.
Hip arthroscopy is where a surgeon takes a camera on the end of a long wand, which we call a scope, and through a small poke hole incision in your skin, delivers that scope into a joint. In this particular case, we're talking about hip arthroscopy, where that scope would be put in the hip joint. The hip joint first has to be dislocated or the ball and socket pulled apart. When that's pulled apart, we can access the joint and look around and do the work we're talking about doing. Once inside the joint, through other portals, we call them, those poke holes that we use to access the joint, we can use other instruments, again on the end of a long wand, to perform the work inside the joint. Things like repairing the cartilage rim of the socket, called a labrum, fixing cartilage defects or problems on the head of the ball or the lining of the socket, repairing tissue around the hip, such as ligaments or a capsule, repairing tendons that attach to the hip, or releasing them if need be, depending on the particular problem.
Dr. Carlson's goal is to eliminate the segment of untreated patients or patients with delayed treatment who have curable hip pathology, educating potential patients and their providers that these symptoms are not things they need.
Back here with your Chippewa Falls Orthopedic postgame show and joined by Coach Faunus for Eau Claire. And I guess, first of all, just talk about Tyler Webb. I mean, they didn't get a runner to second that entire game, and it was largely his right arm and then the right arm of Carter Veith behind the plate.
Hey, Tyler Webb. Can't say enough about him. What a game. And Carter Veith did a great job behind the plate, helping him out. Called a great game, threw out a couple of stealing guys trying to steal. You know, De Pere's, we got a lot of respect for them guys. That's one heck of a team. Our guys played great, scratched out the runs when we need them. But Tyler Webb, he hits his spots. He's not totally overpowering. He can be when he needs to be. He mixes his speeds and just pounds his zone and did a great, just phenomenal job today.
And Coach, talk about that fifth inning. It's 0-0. You get a couple of bunts to get guys on, and then they walk Leo to get to Stein. And right away, in 3 pitches, you got 4 runs from your 4 and 5 hitters. Just talk about the clutch factor of those two guys.
Well, first off, it started with the guys setting the table. You know, we weren't getting much off their big lefty. And we faced him before in Eau Claire, and I think we only got 3 hits off him that night, or 2 hits. So we had our hands full there. So we said, okay, let's make him field the ball. Let's put the ball on the ground, see if we can get on base. And it worked. We got a couple guys on. They walk Leo. Sawyer comes up with a huge hit. He's been struggling a little bit, but came up with a big one there. And then we got a couple more after that.
And Coach, a couple of tough games now, but you get yourself locked in for at least 2 more days here. You play tomorrow night at 7. I guess let's talk about the experience so far here at the tournament here in Wisconsin Rapids and going forward. Moving on to now, you're going to get a primetime game tomorrow.
The tournament hosts here are doing a great job. You know, it's a great facility. A little warm. You know, it could cool off a little bit. But they're doing a great job. We got two more games. We're here at least through Friday, and we'll see tomorrow night who we get. You know, there's 8 good teams here. I guess there's 6 here right now, but everybody's good. They're at the state tournament. They all deserve to be here.
Absolutely, Coach. Great job today. Best of luck, and we'll see you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
That's Coach Faunus for Eau Claire, a 4-0 win here. They will play tomorrow night against the winner of Wisconsin Rapids and Milwaukee. You can watch that game live, 7 o'clock first pitch right here on Zaleski Sports. Steve Maves on the call. So that being said, we're going to wrap things up here with your Chippewa Falls Orthopedic post-game show. For Levi Zimmerman and Katie Lecton on the cameras, Cal Jacoby production, Steve Maves on the direction. This is Mike Wendlandt. Again, 7 o'clock first pitch for our nightcap. Game number 8 of the tournament, 4 of the day, Wisconsin Rapids and Milwaukee. So stay tuned. We'll talk to you then right here on Zaleski Sports.